Marshmallow Fanboy back with another review, this time of the DC Multiverse Megafig Fulcrum Abominus. The Fulcrum Abominus is the Justice League sort of formed up like Voltron. I think in the Dark Knight's metal, if I remember right, either the Justice League were made of metal or they were controlling metal robots. I can't remember exactly which one it was. Either way, it's not in scale. Because even if they were robot Justice League members formed up, they would be much larger than this. So it's kind of a small Megafig, as far as Megafigs go. But of course you have the leg is Flash, and the other leg is Aquaman, the center is Superman, the top is Batman, the arm is Wonder Woman, and the other arm is Cyborg. You can see little touches of each member. I mean, from Superman's shield, the Batman's ears, and the color scheme, the Flash logo. On Aquaman, I don't really know if you could see anything. On Wonder Woman, there isn't really anything that sort of marks it out. You got the little blades. They come out of the back. Let's see what the back looks like. That is super cool. See, the size of the people are very small, so this isn't in scale at all. But if you were to get these separate, then oh my gosh, it would be massive figure. Oh my god, that might be a cool HasLab. I mean, you know, McFarlane doesn't do HasLabs, but oh my god, that would be enormous. But it was one issue and the thing kind of fell apart. It served its purpose, and I don't think they would do it again. It's not something you would do regularly, though. There is a Justice League King Kong Godzilla miniseries, so you never know. They might bust that out at some point. Batman might go, hey, I made all of you mechs that can form up a Voltron. Let's take this thing on. I have no idea. Comic books get crazy, man. There's no budget in a comic book, so you could do anything, which is probably why it's the coolest. Of course, it says the Fulcrum Abominus on here, and Fulcrum Abominus over there. And let's just break this thing out and let's see what we think about it. Okay, now that he's out of the package, let's take a closer look at Fulcrum Abominus. First, it comes with the obligatory action figure stand, which the feet aren't as big as like the Justice Buster. They're a little bit more stylized, so I can see putting something behind him or sort of on the side of him to keep him balanced more than I can the Justice Buster. But I haven't tried it out on him, so I don't know if there's some kind of cool pose that you get him into with the help of that action figure stand. There is card art from there. I wish it had been a little bit more zoomed out so you could see more of like Cyborg's arm, more of Wonder Woman's arm, more of Flash and Aquaman legs. But it's still really cool. And it has a little fall card on the back. And let's see, after building a new war moon to host his gladiatorial battles, Mangle captured and imprisoned the Justice League. Toyman, group of robots to combat the League. Merge them into a single massive mech robot. Batman discovered the trigger and the Justice League escaped War Moon in the newly formed Fulcrum Abominus. It's a very cool figure. It isn't to scale, like I said. On the packaging, the crowd is very small on that package, which I just have right here, which is on the trading card also. But you can see that there's people in the background, little people, and he's towering high enough that, you know, normal human couldn't jump up that high. It's kind of a stadium, but it is still a really cool figure. If you sort of combine this with, if you had some of the littler figures, I mean those 3-inch figures, I think Spin Master puts them out, I can't remember. But if you had some of those, they might scale a little bit better with them, or this figure rather, but nothing really scales with it. But it's just it's a really cool piece to have in your collection. So let's take a closer look at it. First, let's take a closer look at the head. It's very cool. It has a little open mouth there. The shoulder blades are really cool. They're kind of separate pieces. There's a little bit of floppy. The blades on the back all came separate, and they plug in on the back, so they have a certain amount of articulation on him, and they're easy to take out too if you need to do that for storage or anything. You could do that, but they're all articulated. The legs are cool. I don't know why there's some green on Flash's leg, but cool. I'm good with that. I'm fine with that. So Aquaman leg. On the Flash leg, there are saw blades, and the saw blades are articulated, so they move up and down, and up and down. The Wonder Woman claw has no articulation on the fingers of the claw. Neither do the Cyborg ones. There's no sort of sliding in and out or anything, but it has a really cool kind of the blaster there. Of course, if you didn't see the Wonder Woman hand, I meant these don't articulate or anything. So let's go over the articulation since we're already sort of there. Head goes side to side. You can't turn it all the way around because there's kind of a collar around it. If you tilt it up a little bit, you can kind of get it a little bit further, but not much. A little bit of side to side. He gets no up. He's basically neutral. And then he gets a little bit of down. Either a little bit of down or neutral. And that's about all his head moves. So the arms come up, no problem. The shoulders split here. And the soft rubber doesn't impede the articulation at all. He's got an arm swivel. His arms both bend about 90 degrees. Mid-torso rocker. Though it doesn't rock very much. It just sort of allows you to twist a little bit. It doesn't really go up or down very well. Ball jointed legs. Got a thigh swivel right up near where the ball joint is. About 90 degrees for the Aquaman leg. And more, it looks like it almost double knee for the Flash leg. Ankle hinge. Saw blade hinge for both saw blades. No ankle rocker. It's more of a twist. It's more of a swivel with a pivot point. And that is the Fulcrum Abominus from McFarlane Toys and from the madness that was the Dark Knight's metal. So this is a really cool figure. It was a really cool story. It was neat. It was really quick. I think it was 1 or 2 issues. They formed a thing and then it was never a thing again. It was just kind of cool to see it. It's nice to see a lot of out of the box stuff from McFarlane Toys where they go, hey, this showed up for 1 issue. Let's spend a lot of money tooling. All of this stuff is tooling that they had to do. The legs, the torso, everything. It's out of scale with everything else they've ever done. And they went ahead and tooled something that's only appeared in 1 issue. It's insane, the cool stuff, the big swings that McFarlane Toys is taking at things. I dig this figure. It's a welcome addition to my collection. And until next time, enjoy your toys.